I've been working with nonprofits for over 10 years, and my last 5 years have been dedicated to them exclusively. And the reason I love working with nonprofits is because I love getting to know your mission. I love being able to be a part of what you're doing to help the communities that you work with, even if it's just working on the back office and finance work. That's the less glamorous part of what you do, certainly, but it's just as important as all of the frontline work that you do.
So I fell in love with nonprofits from a young age, watching them grow my community while they met their mission. My entire career has been devoted to nonprofits for nearly 2 decades. 5 years were spent as an auditor, and the last 12 have been exclusively on nonprofits as an outsourced accountant.
I've also served on the boards of several nonprofits. Throughout the years, I've seen good financial management and poor financial management, and that second one was often because they didn't have a CPA that really knew non-for-profit accounting. If your CPA doesn't understand specific needs, like grant management and grant accounting, you're more likely to end up with flawed financial statements, findings on your report, and other things that cause you to lose the funding you desperately need to make your programs work.
By the way, a quality nonprofit accounting team boosts more than your financial health. By maintaining your general ledger and keeping it clean, we help keep your reputation intact. Your donors won't want to give money if you're in the headlines due to fiscal mismanagement. Our goal is to provide clean monitoring reports, ensure grant compliance, and help you maintain your funding so that you can meet your mission.
And that brings us to a sensitive point. We know our firm is not the least expensive option, and we're okay with that because we take pride in our quality. And in the nonprofit world, quality matters more than ever because the consequences of poor quality are pretty steep. If you have compliance findings or a non-compliant audit, your organization can be in some pretty hot water. You can lose critical funding or even your 501c3 status. The quality accounting work needed to avoid that is well worth paying for.
Also, with that quality comes quantity. We realize most accounting departments and nonprofits consist of 1, maybe 2 people. And because of this, we bring a team approach to our nonprofit work. You have a whole group of people who can answer your questions should an emergency arise, even if someone's on vacation.
Now, deciding to outsource your accounting is a big decision. So what are some reasons you might want to do that? One reason is to have more timely reporting. If your board members are always on your back for more timely financial statements, we can come up with a set schedule to deliver financials to you. We can even present them to your board at their meetings if you would like us to do that. Another reason why you might want to outsource your accounting is that it provides segregation of duties. What does that mean? Segregation of duties is a type of internal control where you separate key duties between different people. For example, the person who enters information into the general ledger would be different than the person who deposits or receives checks. This is a protection against fraud, which, while we don't like to think about it happens more often than we realize.
That's right. In today's world, fraud is rampant. We see it in invoices, vendors, banking fraud, check fraud, and more. While we can't completely prevent it, we can minimize it. We can help implement positive pay, which verifies unusual check cashing transactions. We can provide controls over vendor changes, making sure that when you get a phone call from a vendor, it's actually that vendor calling you. And we can help you put policies in place that prevent invoice fraud. Once someone gets in your email system and sees how you go about approving and disseminating invoices, it's very easy for a fraudulent invoice to be entered. We help you avoid this by putting in new ways for you to approve invoices, which strengthens your internal controls even more. And if necessary, we can bring in our technology services team to strengthen your controls over your IT.
If there's one thing that you should know, it's that we strive to go above and beyond our competitors because we want to be your trusted advisor. We don't just want to issue your financial statements and cut your checks. We want to be with you in the trenches when things get dirty. When you're up all night worrying about some issue that's causing you pain, we want to hear about it. We want you to call us, and we want to be in the room with you, solving that problem. We want to make sure that you can count on us, and that you're including us in everything that's going on with your organization's day-to-day.
Our goal is to become an extension of your team. When a cash flow issue happens, a forensic audit happens, monitoring goes awry, we're here. We're by your side in the meetings, helping you find solutions to the problems.
Reach out to our nonprofit services team for more information.
And the James Moore difference.